All right, welcome to Sinbin Stream. I think we're live. 1 second. Sorry, I'm late. A little bit of last. Just knocks an Xbox controller on the ground. Why isn't this working on my phone? There we go. All right, yes, we are live. Apologies. Didn't get going on time. But we are here. Not quite kickoff, but coming up shortly. Cowboys lost to the Panthers in Carolina. That was a welcome bit of news, and I am having trouble with the microphone placement. It doesn't want to sit where I want it. Hello, Yusuf Ali. Thank you. Yeah, I was just testing it. Oh, I'll have to do the poll real quick. Forgot to do that. Just about set to kick off. Looks like the Packers are receiving. Here's the kick. Taken inside the 10. Returned up the near sideline. Savion Williams, not quite to the 40-yard line. Packers start 1st and 10 at their own 56. Oh, brother. What is this slop? Hopefully we get the play-by-play soon. All right, Love and the rest of the offense takes the field. First and 10. Oh, not much going on. Titans Raiders is one of the other games going on right now. All right. Love back to pass. Drops way back. Moves forward. Caught in Bengals territory by Romeo Dobbs. And that's a first down. Green Bay. All right. Love was straight back in the pocket. Somebody slipped. Dobbs was like wide open. 20 ushered him off, but he just found like the middle of the zone, I would assume. All right. Handoff this time is Jacobs near the 42-yard line. Maybe a gain of 2. 2 or 3. Second and they do give him 3. 2nd and 7. For some reason I can't get this mic to stay. We'll go like that, I guess. From the Bengals 42. Love back to pass. Plenty of time and incomplete. Trying to hit Dobbs again on the left numbers. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. Yeah, Bengals are in white jerseys. That's why I just put their color as black. Packers, of course, with their green home jerseys. All right, 13:37 to go. Big 3rd and 7 already on the opening drive. All right, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the near side. Back to pass. Love. 3-man rush. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to keep it and fall forward. He should have the first down. Nobody accounted him out of the for coming out of the backfield until it was too late. 1 vote for the Bengals, 1 vote for the Packers in the poll. I guess I could hold the mic, but I'll work on it at a commercial. All right, under 13 to go, first quarter. Kraft in motion. Or no, that was Fitzpatrick, I think. That was not Kraft. Rush by not Jacobs. It's Wilson, the backup running back. Number 23 gets maybe 2. Bringing up 2nd and 8. As we get another look at it on Red Zone. Packers, much, at least under the Love era, are much better at home against the AFC than they are on the road. From the 32-yard line, 2nd and 7. So they gave Wilson 3. Another handoff, but that's to Jacobs. He dives forward about 2 yards short. Give him a gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Did we finally get play-by-play? No, I have to refresh. There we go. And we'll bring the box score up. Yeah, are there only 2 other games? 40. Oh, wow. Okay. Handoff up the middle. Jacobs is going to be short. We're going to mark it half a yard short. It's going to be 4th down. And keep in mind, the Packers are without Brandon McManus. So they'd have to, I'm sure this affects their decision. They're going to go for it here instead of sending out the new kicker, Havrisick. Kicked for the Rams a couple of years ago and kicked in the UFL. So 4th and 1. It's really 4th and half a yard. Just outside the 30. I'm sorry, just outside the 25. Oh, okay. And Love sneaks it, and he got it. Should be a 1st down. Green Bay. Packers going left to right this half. Man, I might not even watch Red Zone. Those are the only 2 other games going on. All right. 4:25 already on this drive. 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Just inside the 25. Love back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket to the near side. On the run, near the sideline, and out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Bringing up 2nd down. See how much of a gain they give them. Gain of 6, so that brings up 2nd and 4. Handoff, Jacobs that goes nowhere. I think they may have lost a yard. That'll be 3rd and 5. He tried to bounce it outside, but Bengals had it defended well. All right. It is 3rd and 5. We're under 9 minutes to go. 10 on the play clock. From the 19, back to pass. 4-man, now 5-man rush. Flushes him out. He's trying to avoid a sack. Throws it forward. Tipped and intercepted. Bengals 30. Near the 35. Gosh, frickin' darn it. Throw it out of bounds, Love. What are you doing? Terrible decision, and that's a turnover. Unbelievable. Just a horrible idea to throw the ball there. I think one Bengal tipped it to another. I think he was going for Dobbs, and it was well defended. Awesome. All right, seriously, why is this not updating? I shouldn't have to refresh, right? Nope, they still don't have the interception. Are you kidding me? There we go. 1 for 3 for 21 yards and an interception. Dobbs had a catch for 21 yards, and they squandered it. Awesome. So, Joe Flacco and the Bengals offense gets their first crack at it, and they have decent field position. Stone picked it off at the 11 and returned it, 25 yards to the 36-yard line. Pushed out of bounds by Zach Tom. Good to see Zach Tom back. Oh, yeah, I don't think I can fix this because I don't really want to unplug it right now. I'll have to fix it between games. It doesn't want to rust quite where I want it. I guess that's close enough. I'll stop messing with the mic then. Well, terrible start here for Green Bay. I get it. They were going for it on 4th down. Didn't want to send the new kicker out there since McManus is injured. He had a right quad or quadriceps injury during practice last week. He had intended to play, but they elected to have him be inactive, and they went with Havrasik. Again, a guy who kicked for I think the Rams in 2023 and in the UFL, probably last year, maybe this year. I don't know. Oh, boy. All right, from their own 36. Receiver, it's Young in motion. Chase. Sorry. Jamar Chase. And that run goes nowhere. Well defended by the Packers defense. They may have lost yard. Yeah, they give him a loss of 3. So Chase with the negative yards on the first carry. Yeah, Jamar Chase, 1 carry, -3. 2nd and 13, 8:10 to go. First quarter. Flacco, of course, already played for Cleveland against the Packers, and they won earlier in the year. Another run to the right side, and that is another loss. So this is going to be 3rd and long. I don't think they'll give him no gain. I think this will be 3rd and 14. This was Pirine. They did give him no gain, so it will be 3rd and 13. That's a generous spot because I thought he lost at least another yard. All right, 3rd and 13. Packers defense has got to get a stop here. Take the momentum back. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Caught short of the sticks and taken down. Jamar Chase, I believe. Looks like Evan Williams was there. 4th and long. Probably a gain of 4. Yep, 4th and 9. So good first effort on the first drive by the Packer defense to make up for Love's mistake on the interception. But we got Golden back to receive. Rickau with the punt and fair catch at their own 9 for Golden. Not paying attention to the 10-yard line, I guess. 6:39 to go. Love and the Packers offense will take the field, but first there was a flag. Holding on Bo Melton, number 16. Oh, my gosh. Is that Brad Allen, their ref today? Good Lord. Going to be in for a long day today. I'm sure we'll have Flags a flying. All right, timeout on the field. Packers will be backed up to about their own 5. So they were in field goal range and then turned it over because Love was avoiding a sack and making a play that wasn't happening. Titans look like they just had a huge return on defense for a touchdown. And they are reviewing it, of course, because it's a turnover and it's a score. Yeah, I gotta fix this mic, but it's just gonna have to do for now. So Flacco 1 for 1 for 4 yards. Oh, I grabbed the Love jersey. Pardon me. All right, 1 second. Make sure this is updating. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Ready for some football? Yeah, Raiders are up 3-0 pending that review, and Bucks are up 7-0 on the Niners in Tampa. So only 3 games going live right now because there's 2 on Monday. And, we're in bye weeks now. Plus, there was a London game. There was 7 at noon. And only 3 here at 3:05 and 3:25. Did both of those or just one of them start? Well, Titans Raiders must have started at 3:05. What about? No, Niners Bucks must have started at 3:25 as well. So alternate game on CBS. Okay, so Fox didn't have, CBS the lone doubleheader then. All right, they didn't. I looked down. They were showing the crowd, and next thing I know, Golden had a catch. So 2nd and 1 coming up after a gain of 9 for a Golden. Nice coverage. All right, 2nd and 1 from their own 13-yard line, far hash mark. Wicks moves. Now they hand it off to Jacobs up the middle between the hash marks out to the 20. First down, Green Bay. All right, here's a replay of... No, I guess I missed it. Yeah, I missed it on Red Zone too. Try and get the replay of Golden's catch. Oh, it wasn't a Golden. They say it was a Wicks. For 9 yards. That didn't look like Wicks. All right, whatever. Wicks in motion. Jacobs the deep back. They fake the handoff. He throws to Jacobs, who catches it, takes it to the 25, spins, and down at the 27. That'll bring up a 2nd and 3 after a catch for 7 yards. Yeah, red zone's not that far behind, honestly. So I'm doing this off of... a roof antenna, and they're only like 17 seconds behind. That's crazy. All right, Golden in motion. Now loops around. They fake it. Oh, it's a little toss to Golden. He gets the first down and is pushed out near the 35-yard line. It was a swing pass. Not sure if that went backwards for a run or if this is going to be a catch. Golden came in motion, looped around Love and Jacobs, and then he threw it to him. Almost looked like a lateral, even though it was an overhand pass to the 20, and then he brought it out to the 35. Made one defender miss for sure. First and 10. Jacobs moves out to the far side. It's a handoff to Wilson. Goes pretty much nowhere. They might give him 2 yards. Actually, I'm not sure that was Wilson. Yeah, so that last play was an 8-yard run by Golden. Yeah, it was Chris Brooks for 1 yard. So 2nd and 9 coming up. 52-yard field goal attempt coming up in for the Niners. It's up and good. 7-3 they trail. Heath in motion, shotgun, caught. Golden breaks a tackle, 45-50, 45 down near the Bengal 43. And another first down. Explosive. He just found the seam, made the first guy miss, broke, cut by another one and dove forward to like the Bengal 43-yard line. All right, Golden getting a breather on the sideline right now. It's actually the Bengal 44. Back to pass, Love dumps it off to Jacobs in the near flat and taken out of bounds after at least a 5-yard gain. Maybe 6. I'll say 2nd and 4. We'll see what they say. 2nd and 3, of course. Gain of 7, and Jacobs will take a breather and get a swig of water or Gatorade or both. 2nd and 3 from the Bengal 37-yard line. They got to get to the 34, near hash mark. Golden in motion. It's a handoff to Golden. He takes it. First down, broke a tackle, and moves forward a little bit extra. So this is about a 5-yard rush for Golden. Yep, he just absorbed the first hit and then went out of bounds after picking up the first down. All right. 3 rushing plays, 5 passing plays, 64 yards on this drive for the Packers. They're at the Bengals 29, far hash mark. It's an end around by Savion Williams. He gets maybe 3 to the 20. I don't think they gave him the 26. I think it's the 27. So I think that's a gain at 2, 2nd and 8. Nope, they gave him 3. Okay, 2nd and 7. Yeah, Christian Watson back to practice. See him in sideline gear on the sideline. Yeah, he might be available for their next game. We'll have to see. As we approach 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. All right, under center. Here's the snap. Quick throw to Savion, and he is wrapped up immediately. They may have lost a yard. That might be the last play of the first quarter. 3rd and 8. Yeah, quick wide receiver screen that went backwards. They were wrapped up. All right, that is the end of the first. No score. Packers coming up with a 3rd and 8 from the Bengal 28-yard line. Okay, Bengal 27-yard line. My bad. All right. Let's see. Don't forget tonight, Lions at Chiefs will get started. Hopefully it'll be 7:15. instead of being a little late. Kickoff is like 7:22. So I don't want to wait till 7:20. You know, I just waited the last second on this one on accident. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Thanks to everybody who has already hit like and or subscribe. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the live stream, and if so, please do consider hitting like and or subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and helps me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. Returning viewers, new viewers, all viewers. And Geno Smith took a sack, and the Raiders will have to send the punting unit on the field on 4th and long. They're still up 3-0, although there was a flag here. You have to see what they call here. Oh, big penalty on the Titans and a first down. Wow. Oh, yeah, I have to remember to put that into the second quarter. All right. 6 of 8 for 63 yards, but a pick that ended the first drive. Packers have 53 yards rushing, nobody more than 16. Golden 1 catch for 20, Dobbs 2 for 20. Flacco 1 for 1 for 4 yards. Jamar Chase had the catch. Yeah, they had a quick 3 and out after that Packer interception. Hope to see you tomorrow afternoon for some hockey and tomorrow night for football. Hockey doubleheaders Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday football again. All right, Packers going right to left. Shotgun, back to pass on 3rd and 8. Rushes on. He escapes and moves forward to the 25-yard line for a scramble and gain of 2. It'll bring up 4th and 6, and I think they'll send on Havrilik. I forgot how to say his name. He hasn't had to kick yet. Yeah. Again, Brandon McManus injured. Lucas Havrisik. First game in the NFL since 2023. 43-yarder snap, hold, kick is on the way and good. 3-0 Packers on a Havrisik field goal. And Green Bay will take it. It's too bad they're not up 6-0 if Love wouldn't have thrown that pick. But now they will be kicking off after a break. Give the defense a chance to go to work again. Get the ball back for the offense. So, yeah. Monday afternoon on the holiday in both the U.S. and Canada. So, hockey. Fred Warner left the game in the first quarter with an injury. For the Niners, didn't look good. He was carted off. Then we'll have Buffalo Bills at Atlanta Falcons at night. Doubleheaders. Mayfield under pressure on 3rd and 9, and he's going to be sacked. Bucks still lead 7-3 in that game. So Tuesday we'll have doubleheader at 6 and 9 o'clock. Wednesday, it'd be a tight schedule, 6 and 8:30 that night. Thursday, Steelers, Bengals, and Friday night, only one hockey game. That's right. No chance for a doubleheader. And then Saturday to be determined. Probably we'll have some hockey again. All right. Wow, the Niners returned it from the 2. Pretty good kick by the punter, but why are you trying to return one from the 2? Let that hit and go out of the end zone or into the end zone. Raiders battle between 2 1-4 teams. Raiders still lead the Titans 3-0. Oh my gosh. As CBS plugs 3 different NCIS commercials or shows. All right, here's the kick. Kickoff return past the 20-25 to the near sideline and out of bounds near the 28 for the Bengals. 1st and 10 for Joe Flacco, Jamar Chase and company, and T. Higgins. Traded to the Bengals on Tuesday and starting on Sunday afternoon. All right, let's go. How can there be this much of a delay on over-the-air TV? It's not much ahead of red zone at times. Under center, handoff up the middle. Got 2, no more than 3 yards, and it'll be 2nd and long. Say 2nd and 8. I hope they gave him 3. 2nd and 7, I guess. All right. They break the huddle. We're set. Clock rolling. 13:36 to go. First quarter, or second quarter, I mean. Just outside the 31. They got to get, or just outside the 30. It's like 7.5. Back to throw. Caught. Higgins, first down and near the 45. So first down for the Bengals, as the Packers chewed a lot of clock on their 2 drives, and the Bengals only had a quick 3 and out in between. Either got caught a seam in the zone. Somebody fell down as well. O-line pass protected pretty well on that one. All right, Higgins on the sideline. Under center, he's got a deep back. Receiver in motion. Fakes the handoff, and he chucks it into the ground. Surprised there wasn't a, I don't know. There could be holding every play. I get it. 2nd and 10. So who? Oh, I keep forgetting Brown. Chase Brown. They have Chase Brown and Jamar Chase and Samaje Perine. All right, 2nd and 10, 12:44 at their own 45-yard line for the Bengals, near hash mark. 2 receivers each side in shotgun. And pass rush was there, and he bounced the pass to number 87, the intended target. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Tanner Hudson was the targeted receiver. Pass rush was kind of around him. He had to get rid of it. All right, 40 to go. Second quarter, 3rd and 10 from their own 45. 3 receivers to the far side. Shotgun, back to pass. 4-man rush. Has to get rid of it. Threw it at the feet of Brown. No. It was 34, not Brown. It was Perine. Oh, we got a late flag, though. So what's this about? 12:36. Okay, I guess there was no flag. CBS put the flag indicator. They send the punting unit to the field. And, not a fair catch. Dobbs on the return to the 16. Man, the Packers got to get a kick return or punt return or whatever. All right, 1st and 10 for the Packers. 12:26 to go in the second. And another timeout. 3rd and goal for the Raiders. Niners down 7-3. They have the ball back. Mac Jones looks like he's at quarterback. All right. All right, let's see. Yep, and I forgot to do second quarter. I knew it. 44-yard Rickow punted it for 44 yards. Who just got the touchdown for the Raiders? Michael Meyer, number 87. Oh, yeah, I think Brock Bowers might still be injured for the Raiders right now. Yeah, Dobbs returned it 5 yards from the 11 to the 16. Is that Oren Burks on the tackle? Former Packer? I know he got a Super Bowl ring, I think, with the Eagles last year at some point. No, that didn't work. All right, Niners still with the ball. Mac Jones avoiding a sack, but I think he was sacked well short of the line of scrimmage. All right. Still at commercial. Jeez Louise. All right. Again, Love ended their first drive with a pick. Since he didn't do anything with it, they got a field goal, and now this is their third drive. Love is in shotgun. He has a back with him in the backfield. Handoff. Wilson gets maybe 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wilson has 1 carry for 3. Okay, so wait. Did they not? Was that not Wilson? Was that Brooks? No, that was Wilson. Thought he had a carry earlier. At any rate. Handoff to Wilson again. Gets it out past the 20. Still pushing the pile. Going to be stopped at about the 23. Where it should be about a 3rd and 3. That's about a 5-yard gain. Oh, they say 3rd and 2. Yeah, there was just a lot of bodies, and nobody could bring Wilson down. And they kept pushing the pile. 3rd and 2, 63-0 rushing yards, Packers. All right. One for 4 on 3rd for the Packers. They did convert a 4th as well. Shotgun, back to pass, 3-man rush. Trey Hendrickson got through, and I think they just lost yardage on that catch by Wilson, and they're going to have to send the punting unit on, Daniel Whelan. I think Trey Hendrickson busted through there late. He got by Zach Tom, I believe. No, maybe that was... I couldn't see his number. No, it's 58. My bad. I couldn't get a good look at the number. I was just guessing. 10:31 to go. Whelan. Kick is in the air. Taken back at the 24 or 25. Returned up to the 37. Jones on the return. First and 10 for the Bengals. 10:18 to go. Second quarter. As he tried to hurdle a defender. All right, 10-0 Raiders. Yeah, I just told you that because they got the extra point. Titans with the ball. 7-3 Tampa. They have the ball. They are leading the Niners. And then that London game. Denver beat the Jets. Or Broncos beat the Jets 13-11, I think. It was 10-6 at halftime. Broncos. The Jets had they had negative receiving yards. I think it was -10. Fields threw for 45 yards, but they took 9 sacks for 55 yards, so -10 net passing yards. That was the lowest ever for the Jets and like the lowest in the last 27 years, I think I heard. Not like the Broncos offense was a heck of a lot better. But the Jets offense really only set up one of the field goals, the one in the second half. Their defense and their special teams got them in field goal range in the first half, and then the defense chipped in a safety. So the offense really only contributed about 3 of their 11 points. All right, well, the longer the Packers let the Bengals hang around, the worse it's going to be. They need to, I don't know, they need to do something and try and put the Bengals away here. Don't give them any hope. Oh, excuse me. All right, from their own 37-yard line, far hash mark, chase in motion, handoff to Brown. He gets it past the 40 to the 42. Give him about at least a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. They might give him 6. Nope, 2nd and 5 was right. 10 minutes remaining, second quarter. As Browning is staying loose on the sideline. From the 42, chase in motion, handoff to Brown, up the middle. He gets 2 or 3. Oh, then he fell forward, and he picked up about 4. This should be 3rd and 1, maybe 2. Oh, they do say 2, so only a gain of 3. Oh, okay, yeah, the line of scrimmage was the 40. Okay, yeah, 3rd and a long 2. All right. Okay, we don't need to see Browning and Flacco. We know. Shotgun, back to pass, looking to the near side, throws. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, though, and taken down by number 87. So 4th down coming up. 4th and, I don't know, at least 5. Looked like a loss of 3. He tipped it up in the air to himself and had to recover to catch it. That, of course, is Tanner Hudson. But the throw was to the 45, so it wasn't like he was near the first down and lost it. All right, punting unit is on. They call it 4th and 4. Here's the snap. The kick is in the air. Bounces at, oh, nice, and rolled into the end zone. It hit outside the 10, but then took a Packers bounce fortunately for them, into the end zone. The punt just kept going. So 1st and 10 coming up. 8:12 to go for the Packers. They really need to get some scoring drives going. Can't just let the Bengals hang around here. Love threw an interception that ended the first drive. Second drive, they got the field goal, but they had to kick it away. They had a 3-and-out last possession. That's how the second quarter's gone. All right. Raiders have the ball again, up 10-0. But they just failed. I think they lost yardage on a 2nd and 10. Now they're going to have 3rd and long. Back to San Francisco. Mac Jones hits his receiver at the 40, 45-50, 45-40, 35, down near the 30. So 1st and 10. And a late flag to start the second quarter. That game's a little bit slower than this one for sure. They did have an injury. That's right. The Niners had an injury on defense. That could be. I don't know if they picked up the flag or if they tacked it on. Maybe the Bucs had a foul. They get a face mask or something? Maybe? No. They're marked it at the 33. Niners down 7-3. Handoff to McCaffrey. Takes it inside the 30, down inside the 25, or they'll have a 2nd and short. Probably, 2nd and 2. Pardon me. Long day getting up for those London games. Way earlier than I'm used to. Yeah, interception, field goal, and then they had to punt it away. 3 drives for the Packers. This is their 4th. 15:53, time of possession. Jacobs has it. I think it was a toss play. They give him maybe 3.5, depending on the spot. So 2nd and 6 or 7. They call it 6, but this is like 6.5 based on the spot. All right. 2nd and 6. 26-11 plays, but they're only 126-23 in yards, but they're only up 3-0. Shotgun, back to pass, floats a pass to Jacobs. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So already 3rd and 6 coming for the Packers. Could we try to throw downfield? I mean, this is crazy, LaFleur. I don't understand these play calls here. Or just stick to the run game, something. These swing passes, I don't know. Not liking these calls here. Hey, how you feeling? Okay. It's on guest downstairs. If you can watch and like, please. On yours. Okay. Shotgun, back to pass. Love, caught. And near the first down, I think, is Wicks. I think based on the spot, they're calling it a first down. It's very close. All right. CBS says first. I really wasn't sure. Yeah, the ball was just barely. Packers go hurry up, so there's no challenge. And they get no gain on a rush by Jacobs, I think, to the near side. 2nd and 10. Yeah, because I don't know if Wicks' knee was down if the ball had gotten to the 30. Hard to tell from that angle. Would have been hard to overrule, too, but I think he had it. The Packers weren't going to take a chance that he didn't, though. 2nd and 10, 6 minutes to go, second period. Love under center. Jacobs the deep back. Dobbs to the far side. Musgrave in motion out there too. Back to pass after the play action. Throws downfield, way overshot Musgrave or off target to Dobbs. No idea which. I'm not sure what that play was supposed to do. It's now 3rd and 10. Clock stopped at 5:46. 3-0 Green Bay. Interception, field goal, then they had to punt it away after I think he just he sailed the pass against intended for Musgrave. 3rd and 10. Shotgun, back to pass, empty backfield. Throws down the left sideline. Caught by Golden and out of bounds. First down, Green Bay. What a play. Good catch by the rookie. Wow. A good coverage, too, by number 29, Taylor Britt. 2 garbage teams. Come on. Give me a break. Hoping, yeah. I mean, the Packers tend to just spread the ball out, so they don't, maybe when they get Watson back. Love under pressure from the 4-man rush. Dumps it to Jacobs inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, down to about the 4. 1st and goal, Green Bay. Well, thanks for the comments. Again, I don't know. YouTube has switched it to handle names instead of channel names. That's why you're seeing at. I don't agree with 2 garbage teams. Nobody's going to blow anybody out by that bad. Yeah, they should. I'll just be happy with a win. I'm not worried. Yeah, it's frustrating as heck that they're only up 3-0. Hopefully it's at least 10-0 before half. Actually, they mark them back at the 6. Like 2 yards back. Rolls out to the near sideline. Throw incomplete to Tucker Kraft, but we do have flags on the field at 4:08. Yeah, he overshot Musgrave on that one. Holding on Taylor Britt, so that'll be a 1st and goal. Wait, who was Taylor Britt covering? I didn't know if it was against Kraft or against the receiver behind him. It's 1st and goal, but let's see where they spot this. Love 4 of 5 on the drive for 71 yards. All right, they're at the 3 now, 1st and goal, so they got like half the distance. It wasn't in the end zone. Handoff up the middle. Jacobs in for the touchdown. There we go at 4:05. It's about darn time. Yes, finally. A little bit of relief there. I mean, only being up 3-0 on the Bengals, despite their offensive struggles. Oh, Dobbs was celebrating. I was wondering, I'm like, who was doing that? It was Dobbs, I think, on the sideline. All right, new kicker who already made a field goal. Here's the extra point. Snap, hold by Whelan, up through the upright, splits it right down the middle, and good. Packers lead 10-0. Yeah, I know. I'm glad Carolina beat Dallas. Yeah, we'll see. MFJ4. Thanks for the comments. Appreciate it, though. All right. Whoops. Sorry. I forgot to do extra point. We'll do kickoff coming up. It should be 4:05, right? Yeah, 50 points is pretty rare. Matlock? I don't know. I haven't seen it. you're talking about the CBS lineup. I do watch what's it called? Tracker. So I do watch one CBS show. I think their third season starting soon. Michael Frederick. Oh, yeah. I remember you, Michael. That's right. Sorry. Thank you. MFJ4. All right. Makes sense. Appreciate it. Matlock. And then I'm definitely going to go with sarcasm. But, yeah, I do watch Tracker. We got in on that last year, and I just caught up with season 1 just in time for season 3 to start. All right. Yeah, Michael. That's right. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's something YouTube like talked about it like 2 or 3 years ago, and then I guess it came up again earlier this year, and it's just certain channels they've been rolling it out. Mine just so happens to be, channel name and handle are the same, but yeah, it's frustrating because then you have to see the @ symbol for everybody. And there's a way to eliminate just that, but it's like, it's too much work. All right. Jacob says 8 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown. They've rushed the ball for 70 yards. Golden 2 for 55. So he had a 20 and a 35-yarder. Dobbs 4 for 43. Again, Love 11 of 14, 129 yards, but that costly pick and then that ugly incompletion on this drive, but otherwise, having a pretty good day. All right, kick returned from about the 5 up near the 20, 25 and stopped for our numbers. 1st and 10 for the Bengals, who now, we got a late flag though at 3:58. So what's this call? No. I watched all of season 2. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Green Bay. Tyron Hopper, wonderful. No. We had already seen all of season 2, and then we watched season 1. I had never seen anything from 1. But you're saying you like Tracker. That's cool. I guess, yeah, he tossed him on the tackle. Well, that's unfortunate. That's going to give the Browns decent field position. Come on. Scroll up. All right, under center. Flacco fakes the handoff, back to pass. Throws long, down the field, incomplete. Chase, he threw it to the sideline, and Chase wasn't there. 3:52, 2nd and 10. Yeah, that penalty gave him 1st and 10 at the 40. Oh, Chase slipped. So if he hadn't slipped, he might have been about where Flacco threw the ball. Might have still overthrown it, not sure. Yeah, we were able to see all of 2 through, we joined it late, but then through reruns and DVR we got it, and then had a trial of Hulu and we watched season 1, and now we're set for season 3. Back to pass, Flacco, Gary in his face, caught short of the line of scrimmage and spun out of bounds for a loss. I believe that was Edgerrin Cooper in great coverage, so it'd be 3rd and long coming up. 3:36 to go, 2nd quarter. And we got a Bucs update. The Niners took the lead 10-7 on a McCaffrey rushing touchdown. So 10-7 Niners, 10-0 Raiders over the Titans. All right, they call it 3rd and 13 on the loss there. Back at their own, just between the 37 and 38. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush. Flacco moves to the right side, throws down the right sideline, tried to get Higgins, late push by the Packers. Would not have risked that there. And it's 4th down. You never know what they're going to call, but ball was overthrown, but the Packer gave Higgins a shove. I wouldn't have risked that. Oh, that's right. Now I Forgot that's why Michael's trash talking. Oh, yeah, Vikings are in their bye, right? Kick is in the air by the punter. That is Dobbs inside the 10, hesitated, 15, and taken down at about the 16. 2:50 to go. 1st and 10, Green Bay. No flags that time. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Michael. I'll try not to be too hard on the Vikings. You've already heard my spiel, I'm sure. Are you a Lynx fan too, or don't care about the WNBA? I can't remember. Oh, I think I've given up on the Sky. We're just gonna go full Golden State Valkyries next year. No, I'm in the Chicago area. My mom was from Wisconsin. That's why I'm a Packer fan. If the Braves hadn't moved from Milwaukee to Atlanta, I might be a Braves fan as well, but obviously that happened. So I'm kind of Packers have had it for 20 minutes. They got 1st and 10 at their own 17. Packers are my only team that I really root for. Shock pass back to caught near the 40 by Kraft over the middle, diving catch, unbelievable. Good strike by Love. Yeah, I mean, the Packers have played like garbage off and on in the last 2 games, and they were off last week. Offense was fine in Dallas, but 4th quarter in Cleveland, they were bad, and then the defense was bad, especially in the second half against Dallas, giving up 3 touchdowns. So, all right, they do give a handoff to Jacobs up the middle. He's got a 1st down into Bengals territory, down to about the 47-yard line. That should be the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, Green Bay. Both teams, all 3 timeouts. Okay, I'll try not to pick on the Wild anymore. Hopefully Nafisa Collier recovers soon. Hopefully we get some head. Maybe they fire Kathy Engelbert, and maybe we get some common ground in the firing and the feelings for her, and maybe they can start doing the negotiating that is needed. Because it's not looking good unless they file for an extension. That's what I read a couple days ago, that probably not going to get done from not going to get done by the October 31st deadline. Yeah, so I'm in the Chicago suburbs. Mom was a Packer fan. That's why I'm a Packer fan. My brother and my sister were Packer fans. My one sister is a Bear fan like my dad was. Yeah, I don't know. I only really hated the Vikings and hated the North Stars, but I mean, I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm a Blackhawks fan anymore. I don't hate the Wild. I kind of like the Timberwolves. Never had a problem with them. It's mainly just the Vikings. All right. Ow. Yeah, I just read your comment. Yeah, it was a disappointing season for the Lynx. I think the and I'm not to overlook, Collier, that was going to be a problem if they advance, but losing Carrington, I think kind of unraveled the Lynx. Oh my gosh. Yeah, O'Hare can be a nightmare. I hear you. I'm like 25 minutes from O'Hare, I think. Because of traffic, cuz it's not really all that far. All right, Packers have a drive going just into Bengals territory. Oof, yeah, that stinks. Short flight and then stuck at the airport. I hear you. All right, they are in Bengal territory. Jacobs is the deep back. Kraft came in motion to the near side. He's got Dobbs outside of him. Under center, back to pass, fakes the handoff, four-man rush, throws, left sideline, but out of bounds. Dobbs with a great catch, but he was way out of bounds. They're helping him to his feet. He got knocked down on the sideline. 2nd and 10. Or he slipped. Lynx lost it in game 2. Yeah, I've forgotten. But I'm just saying, I think losing Carrington's, scoring that coming off the bench, I think really hurt their chances. And the fever gave the Aces all they could handle. All right, 2 receivers each side, dumps it off to Jacobs. He takes it inside the 45. And they didn't say he was out of bounds. Clock is actually still rolling. We got 3rd and 5. They did give him a gain of 5 on the catch. Certainly going to be going for it. They're not going to trot out the new kicker or the new to the Packers kicker. Good to see Zach Tom at right tackle and Banks at left guard, though. Really helping shore up the offensive line. All right, now the clock stopped at 1:20. What did they say? He was or wasn't out of bounds, or was or wasn't a catch? Yeah, how is he not out of bounds? Are they saying his elbow hit in and then he rolled? Okay, knee was in bounds, the elbow was out, but come on. How long does it take to review this? I don't understand. Oh, Brad Allen's like the worst ref out there, I think. Yeah, I was surprised the Aces swept them. Yeah, me too. Yeah. You know what? They really blew game 1. Hill time, thanks. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, the Mercury for sure choked away game 1, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the series. Okay, did they mark this out of bounds, or what are we doing here? This has been a long delay between plays. And yeah, thanks, Hill time. Back to pass. Love throws down the middle, tipped incomplete, intended for Dobbs. And I think they'll have to send Daniel Whelan and the punting unit onto the field. 4th and 5 with 1:13. So that drive fizzled out in a hurry once they got into Bengals territory. I think Dobbs slipped and had one knee down and couldn't rise up for the catch. He felt like Turner came over his back. Saw the Steelers kicker, his plant foot totally slid on a divot in Pittsburgh. All right, so they do send no penalty. They send the punting unit on the field. Snap for coming up to Whelan. He moves forward. Kick is in the air. Fair catch at the way back at like the 6, unless they mark it at the 8 by Jones. Good punting job by Whelan at 1:06, 1st and 10. Packers only up 10-0 on the Browns. All right, where were we on? Storm had the ball, down 1 with the ball. Yeah, oh, the best of 3. Oh, I know. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, thanks, Hill Time. Hope you're doing well. I'll see if you're streaming later. Wow, Niners just got a long field goal. They're down by 1 now. Bucks 14, Niners 13. And Bengals ball. They toss to Brown. Brown gets a long gain for a first down. Bengals in business. They have all 3 timeouts left. They just picked up a first down. A long run by Brown. Chase Brown. They're all the way out to the Packer 20. So more than 10 on the carry. Shotgun. Back to pass. Flacco throws. Left sideline. Did Chase grab it before he went out of bounds? They're saying he did with 37 seconds to go. Should be enough for another first down. Looked like Nate Hobbs on the coverage. Just a quick out. And Jamar Chase got it. Who are they showing on the sideline? I guess just their defense. All right, 1st and 10. All 3 timeouts at their own 30. 37 seconds to work with. Shotgun. Flacco back to pass. Dumps it off. Receiver slips and gets up and picks up 3. 2nd and 7. Yeah, Lambeau doesn't look as bad as whatever Pittsburgh Stadium field is called. But people are slipping. Not seeing divots, but not sure footing either. They put a second back on the clock. The Bengals called their first time out. They have 2 remaining. Flacco now 6 of 11 for 26 yards. Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for you the rest of the week. Or I'll keep an eye on the Discord to see when you're streaming next. Thanks. All right, shotgun back to pass, 2nd and 7. Dumps it off short of the first down to Brown. No, not Brown. Who's number 80? They call that incomplete? Oh, I thought he caught it. Never mind. 3rd and 7 coming up. Or did they call timeout? What? All right, let's look at the play-by-play. Yeah, they gave him 5 yards, so it's 3rd and 2. And 20. They put another second back on. They have to burn their second timeout. Now they're down to 1. 3rd and 2. 26 seconds left. They got one timeout remaining. Oh, man. We got another. Wait, we don't have. Do we have another? Yeah. Handoff up the middle. We have another London game next week. That's right. I forgot there were 3 in a row in London plus the Dublin game. So it's 4 in a row. All right. They got the first down on a rush, and they had to use their last timeout with 22 seconds to go. So Bengals are out of timeouts now, trailing 10-0, and 22 seconds to work with before halftime. They are out to their own 42-yard line, though. Oh, yeah, McPherson, I remember they said he booted one from at least 64, I think, in warm-ups. All right. In shotgun, he's got a receiver with him. 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass. Rolls to the right sideline. Throws it downfield and incomplete. Packer play. Oh, Zach Tom with the catch. Packers right tackle on the sidelines. He was showing the ball off to the crowd. 2nd and 10. Good hands by Zach Tom. Let's get him a tackle-eligible play. No, let's. Second thought, no. Oh, he got labeled by LVN, Lucas Van Ness, too, for his efforts. Flacco, I mean. 2nd and 10, 15 seconds. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Throws it over the middle. caught and taken into Packer territory at the 49. They're going to have to hustle. 3rd and 1, 3 seconds left. They clock it. I don't think they got it down in time. Let me see. Let me listen in. Brad Allen insists there's 1 second left. Okay, come on. I can't fix my clock for some reason. They're going for a 65-yarder for McPherson. 4th and 1 from the Packers 49. I don't know. They were deep in their own territory. They were like back at their own 10. They went right through their timeouts. I hear you, though. I think the Packers tried to ice the kicker. So you got to warm up. Oh, it hit the upright and went over. Packers take a timeout, so it's a good thing. But he did get a practice one. Oh, boy. All right, 65-yarder coming up. It hit the crossbar and somehow still went over. That was wild. Oh, the Packers have Nixon back to he was waiting until the very last second to call it, too. LaFleur. He talked to Rich Bisaccia. Yeah, so the ball hits the crossbar and then doinked over. They have Nixon back there to try and return it. Now they're saying it's a 67-yarder. I thought they said 65. All right, that makes more sense. All right, can't take another timeout. That's a penalty. Here's the snap. The kick is up. This one's a little off target and no good. Returned by Nixon. In 15, 20, 25, 30, and taken down hard at the 32. That is your halftime score. Packers 10, Bengals nothing. And I think the Bengals get the ball to start the second half. All right, let's get the halftime clock going. Well, thankfully they took that timeout because the second effort, I guess his leg was tired and it was short. At least 5 yards short. And I think it was off to his right a little bit. Our left as you're looking out from the goalpost. Yeah, it was weird how they burned them too quickly and didn't I guess they could have clocked a few. Like that one after the first down made no sense. They picked up a first down on a rushing play and they should have clocked it there. I agree with you, Hilltime. Yep, Cincinnati does get it in the second half. So we'll leave the arrow with them just as an indicator. Let me fix the clock before I forget. And let me put halftime. So thankfully they iced the kicker. Would have been the longest kick in NFL history. I don't know why I heard 65 because 65. I thought they were saying the longest outdoor kick. Maybe that's why I was thinking 65, but it was 67. And he would have hit the original one if they hadn't awarded the icing the kicker. All right, the Bucks are now up 20-13 on San Francisco. But what happened? Why is my audio not working on my tablet too? Well, I've had so much trouble with the NFL app today. I don't even care. Wait, what was that last button? No, I don't want captioning. All right, yeah. For some reason the audio is not working. Oh, well, that's fine. All right, let's check the poll. 12 votes, 67% for the Packers. We'll go through the halftime numbers, then I'll take a break. Flacco, 8 of 15, 40 yards. No TDs, interceptions, or sacks. Chase Brown, 4 carries, 24 yards. Receiving, Higgins, 1 for 14. Jamar Chase, 2 for 14. Noah Fant, 1 for 9. Yeah. For the Packers, Loves, 12 out of 17, 158 yards, and a pick. No sacks taken. Pick ended their first drive. Could have had a field goal. Jacobs has 10 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Loves the second leading rusher, 4 for 18. Golden leads 2 for 55. Jacobs 4 catches for 48. No sacks. We got 3 tackles for losses. Osai, Ossai, number 58 for Cincinnati. Taylor Britt and Turner the second. 3 for the Packers. Javon Bullard, Edgerrin Cooper, that one I remember, and Nixon. All right. So what happened on that Tampa? Did they kick the extra point? Are they up 8 or what happened? Or did they go for 2 and are only up 7? I don't know. Okay, they are only up 7. Or did they kick 2 field goals? I have no idea. Niners have it with 39 seconds near their own 30. All right, I got to get water, maybe something to eat. I'll be back as quickly as possible. We'll leave it on the stats. Please, if you haven't already, please click like and or subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and helps us with growing the channel. And I thank you so much for your support. Oh, drop ball by the Niners. Trying to get a last second, drive before half. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. Okay, we're back. Sorry. I just left for a second. Thank you, kind folks at Grossi Posse. Proud member. Appreciate you all. Go Pack Go. Again, Tom's my inspiration. I remember before I was with Tom before he hit 100,000. I think, if you guys remember. I know he's at 900,000. Go chair. Yeah, sorry. I was just gonna go take a bathroom break. Thanks for the kind words. The chat is flying fast and furious. My wife had to alert me. Holy cow, there's a lot of people in here. Thank you. Appreciate you all. I'll go through these all in a little bit later. Thank you. Appreciate you all. Yeah, thank you, Tom Grossi. Hey, Father Time, thanks. I appreciate Tom Grossi and all the terrific people that are members of the Grossi Posse. and who enjoy Patcast as much as I do, and watch his show with Brandon Perna, GPS. So appreciate you guys. You're the best. Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of people in here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, sorry. It took a break. I ran back as quick as I could. Sorry for the chair on the raid. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Hold on. This is the comment. Yes, musky plunge. That's exactly what I was going for. Yeah, we need to. Packers defense is doing well. We need to pee for the offense, I think, today. Jeez Louise. Exactly. That was the thought. Thanks, NFL fandom. Yeah, I don't know why my channel is signaled out for showing the handles instead of the channel names. It stinks. I wish it was the handles. So, yeah, we definitely had a chair. I appreciate you guys. Go Pack Go. We'd also accept Go Pack Pack. Perna's daughter's early attempts. Yes, I know. I wish they need 10 carries for Jacobs is not enough. He does have 4 receptions, but yeah, I agree. Got to keep feeding. They've sprinkled in Wilson. Wilson's only got 3 carries though, but I hear you. We've still got carries by Golden, Savion Williams. Brooks got 1 carry, so but Love has carried it 4 times, so I hear you. Do appreciate it. All right, I will take a quick break. Thanks again to the Grossi Posse. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Thanks. Whew. Okay, much better after a break. Oh, just ran my knee into the table too and shook the whole setup here. All right, thank you all. Picked up some subs, much appreciated. So far, so good on the internet today too. Probably helps I'm not streaming the game. Actually, you know what? I think we can pop this sweatshirt off. It's plenty of warm in here. All right. And the Raiders are up 17-0 on the Titans now. Yeah, we better get ready for the second half here. Reset the clock. All right. Just about set. Kick is in the air. Taken at about the 10, returned up the hash marks. Now to the outside numbers, 30, 35, out near the 40 at about the 38. Ooh, tempers flaring because the oh no, there's a late flag. Packers with a hard hit. Oh, good, it's a holding on the Bengals, so bring this one back. They will not get all of these yards. I was worried they might have had a late hit out of bounds. It looked like a clean hit, but you know, they were kind of pushing and shoving after the tackle. I mean, he was in bounds when he got hit, so it was clean. All right, they interviewed LaFleur right before or right after halftime. 14:54 to go. 1st and 10 back at their own 22 for the Bengals. Flacco under center. Toss. Looks like Brown up the near hash mark. Out past the 25. Not quite to the 30. Should be a gain of about 6. Oh, no, only a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. I thought he had gotten from the 22 to the 28, but I was wrong. Total yards, 240 to 65 Packers. 240 to 65, but the one turnover. 13 to 4 in first downs as well. All right, 14-15 now to go. Third quarter, toss to Brown. Near numbers, out near the 30. Should be 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 coming up after a gain of 3 or 4. 14 minutes remaining, third quarter. 4th straight game without a first half TD, longest streak in team history since 1978 for the Bengals. But they're only down 10-0. I mean, that's the thing. They hang around long enough, they're going to have a shot at this game. From the 31, 3rd and 1. In shotgun, handoff. They don't get it. It was Pirine. Oh, they got it. 3rd, 4th effort. They used to blow these plays dead quicker. Now they just let the pile keep going and going. I mean, I probably wouldn't have stopped him anyways, but the Packers had 2 people with them wrapped up, and then Enigbari, somebody pushed the pile. So pre-2005, this wouldn't have been a first down, but since then it is. All right, from their own 33, 1st and 10, near hash mark, shotgun. Looking, throws, left sideline, caught by Jamar Chase, enough for another first down. Oh, Hendrickson is questionable with a back, and Gesicki, their tight end, is out with a pectoral injury, chest muscle. Yeah, I knew they were showing Hendrickson. I didn't even realize they were possibly giving an injury update earlier, 12:22. Back to pass. Throws to the right side. Caught. Tripped up. Good tackle by Evan Williams, but another catch for Jamar Chase, and a late flag. Clock stopped at 12:15. Let's see what Brad Allen calls here. Looks like it's on the Bengals. They're marching them back. Apparently it was DPI or illegal hands or illegal contact. All right, no audio, but illegal contact. That'll give the Bengals a 1st and 10. 12:15 to go. All right, receiver in motion. He's under center. He's got a split setback. Handoff to P. Ryan up the middle. He gets at least 5. They might give him 6. And 2nd and 4 coming up as they are in Packer territory. Oh, I just saw Brinson. This is his first game for the Packers since Devontae Wyatt still hurt. Oh, I need to reset the timeouts. I gotta do that right when we go back to half, because otherwise I forget in the second half. Shotgun back to throw. Sideline incomplete, intended for Higgins, broken up by Nixon, I believe, unless it was a drop by T. Higgins. Ow! Just a quick out. Yeah, looked like Higgins had it in his hands. I guess, no, went right off his hands. Maybe Nixon had nothing to do with it then. 11:20 to go. Just underway, third quarter. 3rd and 4 from the Packer 44. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws over the middle, caught for the 1st down. That's Higgins. This time he catches it. So the Bengals in probably already within McPherson's field goal range. Can make it a 1-score game with any type of score here. Or a 1-possession game with any type of score here. All right. First half, 65 yards. This drive, 43 yards. 1st and 10, Packers 35. Fake the handoff, rolls to his right. And it's dropped, and that's probably a good thing because the pass was behind the line of scrimmage by 3 yards, and it looked like the Packers were going to close in for the tackle. It would have been no gain at best. I think, it was Brown. I was wondering, I'm like, who dropped this? No, it wasn't Brown. All right, who dropped this? Oh, I forgot to go to the 3rd quarter. Gosh darn it. Iosivas. Iosivas? I don't know. All right, handoff up the middle. That is Brown. Still moving. They push the pile down to the Packer 26-yard line. So a 9-yard gain after he was slowed down after 5. Pile was pushed for another 4 yards. Third and 1, 10 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Packers clinging to a 10-0 lead. Handoff. That's P. Ryan. That should be no gain, no pile pushing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He got enough for the 1st down. I was looking at the wrong line. 1st and 10. He just barely got the yard he needed. 1st and 10 at the Packers 25 as we approach 9.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Williams initially there, but yeah, they already had it. They pushed him backwards, but forward progress, he got the 1st down. Excuse me. 9:17 to go, 3rd quarter. Shotgun, quick pass to Chase on the left flat. He gets at least 5, maybe 6, goes out of bounds. We'll probably see a 2nd and 4 coming up, and it is. Not under 9 to go. Second and 4, best drive of the game for the Bengals to start the third quarter. Chewing some time, keeping the Packers defense out there. 1st and 10, or 2nd and 4, I'm sorry, at the 19. Far hash mark, shotgun. And I guess we had a false start. There was some sort of flag. They're discussing it now, so maybe it's not a false start. Is it encroachment? Neutral zone infraction, so 1st down Bengals. Come on, Parsons. Yeah, the microphone's not working. Yeah, Parsons was in before the snap and didn't get back. I'm just surprised they blew it dead. I thought that would be a free play. You know, just offsides. Free play. Unless I missed it and one of the Bengals linemen moved in response to that, then that's why they would have blown it dead. All right. Chase in motion to the far side. Shotgun back to pass. Looking. Throws over the middle and dropped by number 80. Iosa, whatever his name is. 2nd and 10. 8:01 to go. He was open too. Walker, he got free behind Walker. Nobody else closed on him. Cooper might have been guarding somebody else, and he just dropped it. He was trying to move before he had the ball. 8:01 to go. Shotgun back to pass. 2nd and 10. Over the middle. Caught for the 1st down. And Higgins is near the goal line. I guess they marked him a half yard short, if that. 1st and goal, Cincy. And this is what I was afraid of. They're letting the Bengals hang around. It was 3-0. They're lucky it was only 10-0. I mean, what is the call here? A flag. False start, so back them up 5. So 1st and goal just outside the 5-yard line. Yeah, because they marked Higgins down at the half-yard line. They're lucky that Higgins didn't get in for the touchdown there, and now they get the false start, back them up. Not by much. All right, just inside the 6, 1st and goal. And another penalty or a timeout. What? I don't know. Brad Allen's mic isn't working, so I don't know what the call was. Oh, they're removing Higgins from the game. Maybe they're evaluating him for an injury. Okay, that's why they blew this play dead. All right, 1st and goal just inside the 6. So, yeah, because Higgins went down to the ground hard, his head kind of snapped back. I don't think it bounced off the ground, but his, could have been, I guess, whiplash or concussion maybe. Shotgun, handoff. Up the middle, it's Brown. Gets about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal around the 4. Thought they might give him 3 to the 3. 6:48. Yeah, I gotta fix the clock. My bad. $6:38. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's better. All right. 2nd and goal. Man, the Packers could use a stop. 3 more plays. You got to figure Cincy's going to go for it on all the next 3 downs if they don't get it. Back to pass. LVN is there, and he whips him down. Twirls him around. 3rd and goal. Back outside the 10. Lucas Van Ness off the right edge in a hurry, beat the left tackle badly. He was lined up way outside, and the left tackle just olayed, barely put any hands on him, and LVN took him down back at about the 12. Should be about an 8-yard loss or sack. Van Ness monster, heck yes. Yeah, hey, Derek. Thanks for joining. 3rd and goal. Did they give him the 10? Are you kidding me? 5:36 to go. I think we might have a timeout by Cincy. May have been play clock related. Yeah, they just burned a timeout. Man, that was a quick jump by Lucas Van Ness off the right edge. I'm not even convinced that the left tackle got his hands on him. Maybe just barely on his back as he blew by him like a turnstile or, yeah, that's probably the best. Or I would say quicker than a revolving door. or Yeah, for sure. That was a huge play. Hopefully this keeps the Browns out of the end zone. Now we got to get a stop first. I would say now, yeah, they did give him the 10. Wow, that's a generous spot. Maybe that's where he first made contact. Oh, that was a left tackle false start, and they missed it. Catch is made down the middle, and they're down to about the 2. So 4th and goal coming up from the 2. I swear the left tackle moved before the snap. No call. And, of course, Taylor, what is it, Zach Taylor going for it. 4th and goal from the 2. I was afraid of that, and I didn't want to say it. Can't give up 8 yards on 4th and goal from the 10, and that's exactly what they did. So I was thinking, okay, maybe if we get the stop, then they'll settle for the field goal. But 4th and 2.5 or 4th and goal from the 2.5-yard line's more manageable than the 10. In shotgun, has a back with him. Back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, and caught in the back of the end zone for the touchdown at 4:46. And Tanner Hudson does a Lambeau leap. Get him out of there. Extra point coming up. Good catch. Quay was in the back of the end zone with him. They're reviewing it as all scoring plays are. Ooh, it was his knee out. Yeah, I thought he moved early on the play before, and the announcers are saying he moved early on that one. Awesome. Good job, Brad Allen and company. The worst. Snap, hold, kick is through the uprights, and good. And suddenly it's back to a 3-point game, 10-7. Oh, my goodness. Why? Good catch. I mean, 2 feet down before the knee. 4:46 to go in the third. So what was that? A 10-minute and 14-second drive. And they get a touchdown. Same, Rhonda. Thank you. Definitely hoping the Chiefs beat the Lions tonight. Thanks. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what's going on with the comments, if something's goofy going on with YouTube. I really didn't have a chance to look. But I appreciate it. Oh, man. This is not good. That's what I was afraid of. That you let them hang around, and they hang around long enough, they're going to get into the game, and that's where we're at. 10-7. Packers offense has to put a drive together and get some points. Prefer to get this touchdown back, but even a field goal would put a little bit of pressure on the Bengals. All right, the Niners are down 20-16, 8:31 to go in the third. McCaffrey just got it to about the 10, but there's a penalty and there's an injured Buccaneer on the play. And the Raiders are up 17-3 on the Titans. Titans have the ball, 2nd and 9 at their own 21. Pass interference apparently on the Bucs. Oh, offensive pass interference. I think. Wait, what? Yeah, I think he was blocking before the ball got thrown. One of the receivers. All right, there. 3rd and 9 for the Titans coming up. Not today, no. I think Mac checked in yesterday. She said she was doing better. I think she checked in during the hockey game. I could go through it. I thought she was doing a little better, but it doesn't sound like she's been released yet. Throw down incomplete. So Titans will have to send the punting unit on. All right, well, we're about set for the kickoff, finally. Kick is in the air by McPherson, taken inside the 5. Looks like Savion Williams up the sideline, past the 30, knocked out of bounds near the 35. And Jordan Love and the rest of the offense will take the field. Damn it. Come on, offense. Oh, boy. And the Packers are lucky. They iced the kicker on a 67-yard field goal that McPherson hit. It hit the upright and went forward and in, but they iced him and then the next attempt. So they got the timeout, and then he missed it after that. Handoff to Bull Melton, and he gets hit hard after a pickup of 3 and knocked out of bounds at 4:34. 2nd and 7. All right, come on, LaFleur. What is with this? Stone on the hit. Shoulder to shoulder for the most part, but Melton went flying. Looked like he got a little bit of helmet, but all right, 4:04 to go now. Third quarter. Jacobs split out to the near side. Back to pass Love. 4-man rush. Caught Dobbs for the first down near the 44. But the Packers pick up a much-needed first down. They are going right to left this quarter. All right. Again, 3:33 in the third. Again, I don't know if I'll have to keep an eye out if Trey Hendrickson has returned. He was questionable. Another player was out. Handoff, Jacobs up the middle into 50, into the 45, into Bengals territory, and a first down on a run to the far side. Another back-to-back first down plays for the Packers, and they're in Bengals territory already. Ow. All right, come on. How many times do we get to see this run? I guarantee we're going to miss the snap for the next play. All right, didn't almost. Handoff to Jacobs this time for 3, maybe. Up the middle. Should be about a 2nd and 7. They're short or shy of the Bengals 40. Forgot who got the injury. Who left? Was it a defender? I don't know. For the Bengals. And Trey Hendrickson was questionable to return. All right, in shotgun, 2nd and 7. Kraft in motion to the far side. Back to pass, throws, caught Dobbs, another first down, and he moves forward up the hash mark and inside the 30, and another first down for Green Bay. Thought Zach Tom might have had a false start on that play, but no call. The right tackle for the Packers. Dobbs, 4 catches for 40 yards. Yeah, they've been spreading it out quite a bit. All right. From the Bengal 29, Heath in motion. Shotgun, back to pass, quick throw. Caught, I think, by Musgrave down to the 22, where it'll be a 2nd and 3. Luke Musgrave, his first catch of the day, I think. Oh, heck yes, they do. It's 10-7, Star Strider. They just got a 10-minute drive for a touchdown, so the Packers defense is going to be gassed in the fourth quarter because they were on the field so much in the third. Yeah. First signs of life, really, from the Bengal offense. Handoff up the middle. Jacobs gets the first down near the 16. 1st and 10. Yeah, and a lot depends on what the Packers do on this drive. I mean, a touchdown would be awesome, but if the Bengals hold them to a field goal, it's anybody's game in the fourth quarter. And even if they took a 10-point lead, yeah. No, I know, it is going to be a close one. Wasn't expecting it. I just want to win. Won't be complaining about a win. Bunched receiver formation to the far side. He's got Jacobs, shotgun handoff to Jacobs up the middle to about the 14 for a gain of 3. That's the last play of the third quarter. Should be 2nd and 7 coming up. Inside the Bengals 15 for the Packers. All right, let's fix the clock. Hey, thanks for being for hockey last night, Star Strider, as well. Wait, the Bears tomorrow against the Commanders are huge underdogs? I didn't know that. I didn't see the... Oh, okay. Yeah, I did hear the Packers were... I just didn't know how much. Ugh. No, Musgrave just caught a pass, Derek. Just this drive. Yeah, 1 catch for 7 yards. Yeah. He just got a catch this drive. Right there at 118. I saw him on a play earlier in the game, too. Yeah, I agree. Hockey and football and hockey in that order. Yeah, okay. I don't get how the... Right, I hear you. 210. Okay. I really only know the point spread. Yeah, no, Musgrave hasn't been out there much. In fact, I think I even saw... Fitzpatrick, number 86. Obviously they ran the ball or they didn't target him. But yeah, Musgrave hasn't been out there a ton. He does have 2 targets. That's the only reason I really knew he had been out there twice. Kraft quietly, 1 catch for 24 yards, 1 target. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I think John Fitzpatrick, is the 3rd tight end. And like I said, I've seen him too. All right, it is 10-7 Packers after 3. Yeah, speaking of more football and hockey, hope to see you tonight. Lions, Chiefs. Good luck to Rhonda's team. Need them to beat the Lions. Also tomorrow at noon, Predators at Nashville Predators at Ottawa Senators, and then we'll have Buffalo Bills at Atlanta Falcons. All right. All right, from the 14, Packers ball. Handoff, Jacobs up the middle, in for the touchdown from 14 yards out. Wow, what a rush by Jacobs. Just plowed through the Bengals defense. Little resistance. What a play, 16-7. Wow. I think that's his second one of the day now, isn't it? Yeah, pretty sure. Like the C's parted. He went right up the near hash mark, and like the safeties hit him late. Yeah, it's second rushing TD today, 67th in his career. Snap, hold, kick by Havrasik. No McManus today is good. Havrasik made a field goal and 2 extra points, and lucky for Green Bay, they did cash in with a touchdown, answered the Browns. Still got 14:56 to play, so plenty of time for the Bengals to get back. But that was a huge, I think it was 3rd and 7, was it? On wait a minute. Why does this say? Oh, because they put this whole drive here. Okay. No, okay. It was 2nd and 7. My bad. Still, huge play. I hope so. Chiefs fell apart against Jacksonville. Thanks, Derek. Yeah. Hard to argue with that. They play much better with him on the field. Good to see LaFleur get back to the running game. Derek, you were the one that called it out at halftime, too. Not so much Wilson. He's still got 3 carries for 11, but Jacobs has 15 for 69 now. A long of 14 on that touchdown. So just keep handing him the ball. Especially when your defense was out there for 10 minutes of the third quarter, you know. I'm hoping. Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. Chiefs at home, fingers crossed. Normally I'm not going to root for the Chiefs, but when they're playing the NFC, you got to go all in. All right, still a tighter game than I would be happy with, but a win would be a win, but we got a long way to go, almost the entire fourth quarter. Looks like the Raiders added a field goal. They're up 20-3 on the Titans. Who the heck did the Titans beat? I already forgot. Oh, the Cardinals choked it away when they had the guy dropped the ball short of the end zone, and then they got a pick, immediately fumbled it, kicked it into the end zone, and the Titans fell on it. That's right. Looks like they're showing highlights from the earlier games. Okay. Yeah, Fred Warner not returning for San Francisco against apologies, missed the kickoff. Oh, Jones, hopefully he's going to get up. Thought he might be hurt. 14:50 to go. Get to the line of scrimmage in a minute. 1st and 10 for the Bengals, down by 10 again. Christian Decker. Oh, Kevin Harlan's grandson born yesterday. Oh, good. Congrats to Kevin Harlan. 1st and 10, Bengals at their own 23. Shotgun. Oh, come on. The guard moved earlier. The tackle caught by Chase along the sideline at the 40. Oh, come on. They are missing. Brad Allen and his terrible crew are missing false starts. And I say on both teams because I thought Zach Tom got away with a false start last drive. But the left tackle was way out in front on this play. Couldn't believe it. Chase, that play stands. Whoops. San Francisco's pulled within 1. It's 20-19 Bucks. Toss play to Brown up the near hash, near numbers, and that's going to be a loss of 1, I would say at least. 2nd and 11 Under 14 minutes to go now. Of course, they didn't replay it. Whoop. Why is the clock stopped at 13:56? Now it's rolling. 52? Oh, Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Yeah, Baker's got the ball. So Bucks lead by 1 and have the ball. Oh, I think I'm just seeing it. Yeah, touchdown. Back to pass caught near the 45 by Jamar Chase. So should be about a 3rd and 5. That looked like a gain of 6. Yeah, what a strike by Baker Mayfield. That was a long throw and a dime, too. Oh, no, they say 3rd and 6. I thought they got... All right, we are approaching 13 minutes to go in the game. Down 10, 3rd and 6 from their own 45. They got to get to the Packer 49. Shotgun, back to pass, rushes on, but caught by T. Higgins, enough for the first down. Valentine wrapped him up or pushed him out, but it's another Browns first down. Gosh darn it. They got there late. They got a hit on Flacco, but he delivered a strike and stood tall and took the hit. Valentine ushered Higgins out of bounds, and Higgins didn't like it. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 48. 27-19 Bucks now. They got the extra point. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush. Throws wide open. T. Higgins inside the 30 by the numbers. Hobbs and McKinney bring him down, but another first down for the Bengals. Unbelievable. Come on, defense. Bend but don't break. At least hold them to a field goal attempt. Do not allow a touchdown here. That was a 45-yard bomb, too. And a diving catch in the end zone by Johnson. Wow. First of his career. And then he did a tumbling act for, cartwheel and front flip. All right, shotgun, 2 receivers each side. He had a Brown picked up a blitzer. He has to throw it at the feet of the tight end. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 at 11:30. Oh, it might have been tipped at the line. I missed who got it. 99, I think. Did he get a hand on it? Yeah, he might have. Who is that? I think they activated. Is that the rookie? Drawing a blank. Only 5:43 to go in Vegas. All right. From about the 29, shotgun, back to pass, delivers it to Brown on a short pass. He gets it to the 27. That'll bring up about a 3rd and 8. Maybe they'll give him 3 and say 3rd and 7. They do. 3rd and 7. Oh, that's right. You're going to... Yeah. Okay, enjoy. Thanks. You look great. Okay. Thank you. Love you. All right, 3rd and 7. Big play coming up from the Green Bay. They do have the 27 near hash mark. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws, tipped up in the air. Oh, I thought they might pick it. I thought McKinney might have a beat on it. 4th and 7. Interesting call. Field goal gets you within 7, but it is 4th and 7. Oh, that was a drop. That guy should have caught that for the first down. Iosivas, I don't know how to say it. Number 80, Iosivas. Okay, 45-yard attempt. They do send McPherson and the field goal team on the field. All right, from the near hash mark, so from the left hash mark, snap, hold, kick is up and pretty much down the middle and good. All right, bend but don't break, and the Packers still hold a 7-point lead. But again, that was a drop on 3rd down. was not Flacco's fault. I think that should have been caught by number 80. There's 10:43 to go. Packers will get the ball back. Why is this so slow? Do I have to refresh? Why is the play-by-play like just dying? All right, McPherson from 45 is good. All right, there we go. All right, we can go through the numbers. Again, hope you'll be back with me tonight. We will have Lions Chiefs in, well, less than 2 hours. More than an hour and a half. Yeah, and then plenty of football and hockey this week. Looking ahead, I'll try to get some NBA, but other than opening night on Tuesday, NBC only has one game, the early game, which I wasn't going to do the 10 p.m. Central games anyways. Once they hit those 10 p.m. Central games, those are on Peacock. And then I guess I get a doubleheader on Friday night on Prime. So we'll try to do Warriors games. I think there's like 3 I can do. But I wasn't planning on paying for the NBA League Pass. And I don't think I'll get access to regular ESPN with ESPN Plus. Niners just picked up a first down on 3rd and 3. That game is still in the third quarter. Wow. Yeah, if you missed it, Fred Warner left with a injury and didn't return. Carted off. Yeah, that throw, it was a 45-yard touchdown, but he was well behind the line of scrimmage when he threw it too, and it was a dime into the end zone. Receiver made a great diving catch for it, or leaping catch for it as well. All right, yeah, Flacco, 19 of 31, 141 yards, a touchdown strike to Tanner Hudson, and they've got a field goal by McPherson just now to cut back within 7 and 1 possession of the Packers. All right, kick is in the air, taken inside the 5. Returned by Bo Melton out near the 40. What a return by Bo at 10:37. Yeah, he's been pretty much special teams. They converted him from wide receiver to cornerback, but he's been mostly on special teams, like gunner on the coverage, punting unit. And now they got him at kick returns. That's fine with me since Nixon doesn't want to return. But, man, I'm a little leery of putting Dobbs back there for punting returns or returning punts. Fakes a handoff, fakes an end around. Love looking downfield, caught by Dobbs and ushered out of bounds. He had that with one arm, and it looked like he was going to juggle it briefly. But a first down for the Packers. Dobbs faked inside, then quickly cut it outside near midfield for the first down into Bengals territory. Yeah, they faked a handoff and then an end around to Savion Williams, and Love threw a dart to Dobbs. Dobbs, 5 catches for 55 yards. We are under 10 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the Bengals 47-yard line, far hash mark. Dobbs, receiver to the near side. Back to pass. Throws over the middle. Dropped by Golden, or maybe the defender stepped in front of it and tipped it away. They faked the handoff, so it was play action. They faked it to Wilson. Yeah, I think the defender got a piece of it. Yeah, he stepped in front of the route, and that threw it off just enough that Golden couldn't catch it, so not a drop. Good defense by the Bengals. All right, Golden gets a breather. Kraft in motion. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, dumps it over the middle. It's Josh Jacobs. He's going to be tackled about 2 yards short, at about the Bengal 39. I forgot to make it 2nd and 10. Now it's 3rd and 2 after the 8-yard catch by Jacobs. Come on, Packers. Got to get some more first downs. Defense has been out there a lot in the second half. Need more points on the board. 3rd and 2. Just under. A little less than 2. Love under center. Fakes the handoff to Jacobs. Avoids the rush. Now moves forward and picks it up with his feet near the 35. 1st and 10. Green Bay Packers. All right. Not the way you drew it up, but good improvisation by Jordan Love. Protection broke down after he rolled to the right. But all in all, pretty good protection today, especially with Banks being back at left guard and Zach Tom at right tackle. I think that's really shored up the protection, at least in the middle as well. And I think Walker is a go. Yeah, there was some question if he was going to play, but he's out there. Handoff. Jacobs inside the 30. Stiff arm. 35 or 25-20. First down. Green Bay Packers. 8:12 to go. Huge first down. Oof. I don't know. Packers might have got away with a hold there. Looked like one of the defensive backs was held by the shoulder pad. I couldn't see who had it. I'll admit it. That might have been a hold. Jacobs may be in illegal hands to the face, but they never call that on the offensive players. The skill position players, I should say. Fakes the handoff to Jacobs. Throws to Kraft inside the 10. 5. Leaping for the end zone. And a touchdown. Green Bay Packers. Let's go. And I don't want to do it too early, but there is your dagger. We'll get it out now. With 7:33 to go and 2 timeouts for the Bengals. Faked the handoff to Jacobs. They were late picking up Kraft out of the backfield. 27 missed the tackle. Hit by 29, but he fell forward on a leap to the end zone, and ball crossed the plane before his knee was down. 3rd touchdown catch for Kraft this year. Here's the snap. The kick is up and good. And the Packers now lead by 14. That's the way to answer. And so important that the defense kept the Bengals offense out of the end zone last drive. Gave the offense the chance to go to work and drive for the touchdown. Wow. All right, that's much better. Feeling a lot better about this game and the team, although, next week they could lay an egg too, but they do. I think they have the Cardinals, so not expecting it. I think it might be another 325 game too. Oh, the Chargers came back and beat the Dolphins. I didn't even realize that. Man, Dolphins are bad. Boy, the Jets. I don't know if you heard about the London game. I did it live. And the Jets had -10 passing yards net. Fields threw for 45 yards on 9 completions. But he took 9 sacks for -55 yards. So that made it -10 net passing. And then their coach was like, oh, what kind of question is that, when they were asking if Fields was definitely the starter going forward. And it's like, yeah, because everybody's sitting on their couch. It's a valid question because everybody sitting on their couch watching the game had more passing yards than net passing yards, I should say, than Justin Fields. And they only lost by 2 to the Broncos. That's the crazy thing, too. 3 field goals and a safety, and they lost 13-11. All right, Havrasik, the kicker today, former Ram in 2023, and UFL. I think over the last couple of years, McManus was a no-go. He made a 50-yarder in warm-ups, but the Packers didn't want to trot him out there, give him a week to rest. Havrasik made a field goal and 3 extra points, and he was good from 43. McPherson missed a 67-yarder at the half only because the Packers managed to ice him at the last second. He had hit the crossbar and made it on the first attempt. All right, in the air, taken in the end zone. So 1st and 10 on the touchback for the Browns. They'll get it at the 35. It was on the fly. Oh, man, are we going to take another timeout? We are. Well, the Titans managed to get back within 10, but there's less than 3 minutes to go, and the Raiders have the ball in Titans territory. Wow, that field not looking great in Las Vegas, but they have a movable playing surface. They keep it outside when not in use, and then they have a conveyor belt system or something to slide in under the into the dome, which is pretty cool. But I don't know what they're replaying in the Niners game, Niners-Bucks. Did Mac Jones maybe fumble, or are they trying to see if he was down before the fumble? I don't know. They keep doing a slow-mo replay. Oh, yeah. Yep, I think they called it not a fumble. But they're down. Oh, they're barely into the fourth quarter, but they are down 8. 27-19, 13-30. Now they reset the clock to 13:33. 4th and 21, so they got to send the punting unit on. Excuse me. We got, thanks to the Grossi rate, 117 votes, 85% to the Packers. That's cool. Much appreciated. Got some subs because of the raid. All right, they're returning and short of the 15. Niners and Bucks both have all 3 timeouts, 13-13 to go in that game. Just checking the audio. Still at commercial. Is it really necessary to get a touchdown, go to commercial, kick off, and go to commercial? I thought they had eliminated that nonsense, but apparently not. Jacobs with 16 carries for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. Receiving core, nobody has more than 5. Nobody has more than 56. Jacobs, 5 catches, 56 yards. T. Higgins leads the Bengals 5 for 62. All right, 1st and 10 at their own 35. Flacco back to pass. Caught. Jamar Chase tackled down near the first down marker. Should be 2nd and 1 or 2nd and inches. 86% win probability for the Bucks currently right now in Tampa. Oh, they're wearing their white at home. Interesting. Wonder if it's hot in Tampa today. All right, handoff. That is Pirine. He gets the first down at their own 47-yard line for the Bengals. What's the question? Would you go for it at 30-yard line up 10 in the fourth quarter with 7 remaining? They got an injury? No, clock's still rolling. If it's like 4th and 6. From the 30? I mean, in the Packers situation today, probably, because they don't have their regular kicker. But yeah, I see your point. You're trying to close the game out. Caught over the middle into Packer territory for about 7. Noah Fant on the catch. Should be about 2nd and 3. Yeah, because I see what you're saying. You get yourself a 3-possession lead by trying to continue the drive and getting the touchdown. In this day and age, probably. If it's 4th and 3, I think, yeah, most of the league would. 4th and 6 might be different, but I think it's definitely something to consider. Looks like somebody headed to the sideline. One of the Ford is in to replace the right tackle, it looks like. 2nd and 3 at the Packer 46. Flacco throws. And, a late DPI flag thrown against Nixon. That'll be a first down. Late reaction. I don't know if Nixon didn't turn quick enough. I wasn't really sure why. But here's another look. Well, yeah, his arm came up and kind of got Chase near his neck. And I guess that was enough. Yeah. Nixon didn't like the call, but it was a good call. That gives the Bengals another first down at the 35. Shotgun back to throw. Caught by Chase at the 30. That should be about a 2nd and 5. I got to slow the clock down a little bit because they pause it briefly when they remark the ball. Yeah, that's Dan Campbell. I hear you. I was going to ask you what you would do, but I'm assuming you're going for it as well. I mean, I get it. You're trying to put the pressure on, and maybe you don't trust your defense either. So, shotgun, back to pass, big pass rush on, and he throws it down the sideline. Nope, Higgins dropped it. I thought he may have caught it for a second. We're under 5 to go at 4:53. 3rd and 5, but this is going to be going for it on 4th down. Oh, and Nixon knocked it away from Higgins at the last second. He would have caught it. So Nixon makes up for that DPI, at least on that play. Yeah, I guess in this day and age, you got to be aggressive, especially inside of their territory. Shotgun, back to pass, throws, caught. That's Chase for the first down at the 23. Oh, and a flag on top of it, too. Crap. Oh, man. Come on. You're making this too easy, too quick. All right, Nixon, illegal hands to the face, declined because they got the first down on the reception. So Nixon battling with Chase. I guess he jammed him off the line. That must have been the call. All right, another first down for the Bengals. 4:48 to go. That penalty also stopped the clock. Flacco back to pass, dumps it off to Brown, is going to be tackled at the 19, so that's another gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Just keep them grinding this clock. They also only have 2 timeouts. I think the back to pass, they missed the snap, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. The rush was on. 3rd and 5. Bucks just missed a field goal. There's 4:21 to go in this game. Bengals only have 2 timeouts. But again, this is going to be go for it on 4th down territory because they are down 2 touchdowns. So we get a look at Carrington Valentine, number 24, the cornerback for the Packers. You know, he's on the opposite side of Keyshawn Nixon, number 25. All right, 3rd and 5 from the Packer 19 for the Bengals. Shotgun. I don't think they got it off. Should have been a delay of game. Throws left side, knocked down by Valentine. And hopefully he doesn't get a taunting. That was a little bit of a crazy celebration there for a pass defense. He did make a great play on the ball to knock it from Chase, but He briefly turned towards Chase when he was starting to celebrate, so don't like to see that. All right, 4th and 5 for the Bengals. Trying to keep the game going for them. At the Packer 19. And timeout Green Bay late. So that's their first charge team timeout. They have 2 remaining. Both teams have 2 remaining. 4:17 to go. Huge play, 4th and 5. Next Sunday. Okay, Fox must have the doubleheader. I think the Packers are on at 3:25 against the Cardinals. Believe that. I got to double check. So looking ahead to next Sunday. I know the Bears play tomorrow. I'm not sure about next week. I think there's going to be one Packer game I miss, but it might be like November. Offensive plays this half. 49 for the Packers, 34. But they have the more yards, the Bengals, 157 to 128. All right. Fourth and 5. Shotgun, back to pass. 5-man rush. Throws towards the end zone. Caught by Chase for the touchdown on 4th and 5. Oh. Yeah, I shouldn't have opened my mouth about the dang dagger. That was dumb. Oh, my goodness. Nixon, pretty good coverage, and Chase just caught it. I mean, Nixon was there, but Chase got the inside position, and McKinney was a little late. He didn't hit Chase. He just tried to strip the ball, but he was already in the end zone. And they might be going for 2. I don't think they're lining up for the extra point. No. Okay, well, they are only down 8, so it's still a 1-possession game. But, man, let's get a stop here. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush. Flacco dancing around, throws it, and they caught it for the 2-point conversion. You've got to be kidding me. And it's 24-18 with 4:11, and both teams have 2 timeouts. Yep, should have never opened my mouth. Jinxed the heck out of them. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good coverage by Nixon. Hats off to Jamar Chase for making the catch. Brown is your receiver for the 2-pointer. He was pretty wide open. Good job by Flacco to maneuver around in the pocket enough to buy Chase, not Chase, this time Brown, enough time to catch the 2-pointer. Oh, man, too much, too quick. Packers defense just struggling. Again, second half struggles. Yeah, they've given up 3 scoring drives in the second half. First one was a field goal, and now 2 straight touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. So, dang it. All right, 3rd and 4 for the Niners at their own 45. Mac Jones throws left sideline, way overshot. Well, not way overshot. Couple yards ahead of Jennings. So 4th and 4, only 2 timeouts left. And looks like it was a late decision, but they finally sent the punting unit on the field. Yeah, great catch by Jamar Chase, no doubt. Can't argue that. He now has 10 catches for 94 yards and a touchdown, 19 on that 4th and 5 touchdown. T. Higgins, 5 for 62. Brown has 42 rushing yards. Flacco, 25 for 40, 192, 2 touchdowns, only taken 1 sack. Excuse me. And I forgot if they still scored on that. I think that, yeah. Or, let's see. Yeah, what was the score? It was 10-3. Why am I blanking? No, that's right. They had a touchdown to open the second half. That's right. It was touchdown, field goal, and now touchdown within a 2-point conversion. I messed up. I was going to say, because the Packers did get a stop in a way. They didn't give up. Thank God they didn't give up a touchdown last drive. 50th career touchdown for Chase. 7th fastest in NFL history. Almost had NHL. 68 games. Kick taken by the Bengals, but returned by Savion Williams of the Packers out to the 30, pops it to the far side, out past the 35 and down at about the 38. So good return again by Savion Williams. 1st and 10 coming up for the Packers, and they need a couple first downs desperately here. Only up 6. If they could manage to get into field goal range and go up by 9, that would be huge. 4:02 to go. 1st and 10 from about their own 38-yard line. All right, under center. Handoff. Jacobs bounces it outside. Gets out to about the 44 for, I think, a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Clock continues to roll. No timeout taken yet by the Bengals. 2nd and 5. Important first rush there on first down there. First play of the drive, I meant. Important rushing play. All right, 24-18. Actually, their own 43. They got to get to the 48. Under center. 5 on the play clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Has to step up. He gets hit and sacked. That's going to bring up 3rd and long after a loss of a few. As we approach 3 minutes. Oh, man. 3rd and 9. Lost 4 yards. The edge rushers blew up behind him, and he had to move forward and right into the one of the. Oh, it was a secondary player, number 22. Right edge had the left tackle beat. That would be Rasheed Walker. And then Stone made the hit and the sack. 3rd and 9, you got to pass and get a first down here, LaFleur. 2-1, snap, back to throw. Rolls to the far sideline. Throws it deep down the field. Caught by Golden, out of bounds near the 30. And a first down for the Packers. I'm glad they stayed aggressive because I would have hated to give the Bengals offense the ball there. Golden just worked his way to the sideline, caught it at the 30, and a huge first down for the Packers. I think we got like 4:20 or so to go. Or I'm sorry, 2:20 to go. 2:24, yeah. All right, from the Bengals 29. That was huge, but they got to keep pressure on. Handoff, Jacobs up the middle, gets maybe 2 or 3 down to about the 26. That should be 2nd and 7, and I think the Bengals just burned their second timeout. 2:19. All right. Need another first down to put this game on ice. All right. In 4th and 6, I think the Niners are going for this one. 5:52 to go. Yeah, they're at the Tampa 33-yard line. They got to get to the 28. Okay, I guess they call it the 34. Throw down the sideline, picked. Bucks get an interception. As I say, why are they even running around? There still is 5:43 to go, but there's a flag late. Probably post-interception, though. Unless they roughed the passer, but it doesn't look like it. All right, what's this call? That's right, my audio's not working for some reason. Oh, do I have mute on? Nah, for some reason my audio's not working. Personal foul on the Niners. Yep. All right, well, game's not over, but Bucks have the ball, and the Niners only have 2 timeouts. Yeah, Jones underthrew. He was going for Jennings. Or underthrow, I should say. It looks like the Cardinals played pretty well against the Colts today, I guess. Yeah. 31-27, so Packers can't overlook anybody. They can't overlook the Bengals right here either. I shouldn't be either. 24-10, thought we were good, then they got... Oh, yeah, thanks, Father Time. Yeah, my audio's not working on my tablet for Red Zone for some reason. I didn't mean to confuse anybody. I didn't really specify. Yep, we got Rams Jaguars from London, so we'll have that one next Sunday probably. All right, Packers have a 2nd and 7. Bengals have 1 timeout left. Packers have the ball and a 6-point lead. They're at the Bengals 26. All right, fakes the handoff, rolls to the near sideline. Love on a keeper. He'll slide down near the 20, and that'll bring up about a 3rd and 1. Are they going to let it go to the 2-minute warning? I guess they are. 3rd and 2 after the 2-minute warning coming up. So really would feel more comfortable if they go ahead and pick up this first down. Oh, they take tube TVs? Where is this? Oh, it's just a joke. It's a Verizon commercial. Somebody brought in a tube TV to trade in for a flat screen, I guess. All right. All right, yeah, still a big play. Game is still in the balance. You know, I was guilty of an early dagger. Should have held off. I know better. Oh, okay. I see the Chargers got a last-second field goal with 5 seconds to go to take the lead. Buccaneers have the ball at the 35. They're running it for maybe a yard or two. As they approach 5.5 minutes to go, they have a 2nd and 8 coming up. Oh, I see. Their big lineman grabbed somebody by the face mask after the interception, and he didn't let go for it for a while. The flag was still on the field, or had been on the field, and he didn't let go. I can't believe the Steelers have no competition in the AFC North. It's unreal. Unless the Bengals can keep afloat and get Burrow back, but it's going to be a while. And the Bucks just picked up a first down in Niner territory, so they can if they get another first down, they're going to be down to the 2-minute warning unless the Niners decide to use their 2 timeouts remaining. All right, Bengals only have 1 left. We're at the 2-minute warning. Big 3rd and 2 coming up. Packers would like to pick this up and then do some kneel downs, not have to attempt a field goal. All right, from the 21, they got to get to the 19. And the Packers took a timeout. Why? I guess just to look at what the Bengals were lining up with. All right, each team has one timeout remaining. Packers on a 2-game winless streak. They had a loss in Cleveland to the Browns. They had a tie on Sunday night 2 weeks ago in Dallas. They had a bye week last week. And now trying to pick up a win at home where they would hopefully improve to 3-0. And they are only 0-1-1 on the road. From the 21, under center. Trying to take the play clock most of the way down. Love back to pass, under pressure, and overthrows or leads Golden too much on towards the left sideline. That's going to be 4th and 2, and the clock stopped. And Cincinnati can hang on to the field goal. Stone really roughed up Love, too, after he threw the ball essentially away. I mean, it wasn't late, but he did knock him down. Love was mad at himself for not putting a better throw to Golden. All right, Lucas Havrasik on again. 39-yarder. Snap, hold by Whelan. Kick is up through the uprights and good. Giving the Packers a 9-point lead. Huge. Would have liked to have seen them run out the clock, but we'll take that. 1:52 to go. Bengals have one timeout left, and they will get the kickoff next. Good job by Lucas Havrasik, or is it Havrasik? Havrasik, right? With Brandon McManus out with a right quad injury today. He got it in practice last Wednesday, I think. Havrasik wearing number 35. 7 plays, 41 yards. Took 2:19 off the clock. All right. Oh, yeah. When this game ends, probably. I wonder if they'll stay for the Niners Bucks or not. They'll go out for extra or not. Kick is in the air by Havrasek, and it's downed in the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 from their own 35 coming up for the Browns. Sorry, not the Browns, the Bengals. I had Flacco on the brain and thought Browns. He is 25 of 40, 192 yards and 2 touchdowns. So not a bad day all in all for Flacco. Obviously, they were not very effective on offense in the first half, but they've been much better in the second half. First in all 18 of their points in the second half. Shotgun, back to pass. Dumps it over the middle to a tight end, number 86, out past the 40 to about the 42. Should be about a 2nd and 3 coming up. Browns got to go no huddle, of course, because they need 2 scores, and they only have 1 timeout left. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush, over the middle, caught, I think, by Pirine, into Packer territory. He pushes forward. Still haven't gotten him down, but that's wasting clock to about the Packer 42-yard line. And we got we're approaching 112, 111. Wow, Parsons barely got back on side. And the Bengals clock it with 109 to go, 2nd and 10. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I thought maybe Parsons was offsides on that clock. All right. 2nd and 10. Shotgun, back to pass. Dumps it off again to 86. He's inside the 40, down. It's Noah Fant. Down near the 37. Should be about a third and, they call it 3rd and 6, the 38. Shotgun, back to pass. 4-man rush. Dumps it off to Pirine. And he is tackled. Are they going to say inbound or out of bounds? Out of bounds for no gain at the 45 seconds to go. So 4th and 6 for the Bengals. And, they are going to send out McPherson for the field goal. Okay, interesting call. I mean, they're going to need an onside kick. Made from 45, missed from 67. This is a 56-yarder. Oh, the Packers used the icing a little early, I think. Packers are out of timeouts. Bengals still have one. Yeah, I wasn't sure what they would do here, but yeah, they're definitely in McPherson's range. He hit from 64, I think, in warm-ups, and thanks to the Packers icing him, he missed from 67. The one they called the late timeout, he hit it and it hit the crossbar and went over from 67, but they awarded the timeout and the retry was no good. It was short. All right. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is on the way. It looks long enough, but it's no good. He sliced it wide right. The Packers catch a break, and they should just have a couple kneel downs unless the Browns use their last time out. Wow. They dodged a bullet there. I mean, yeah, they would have had to just cover an onside kick, but that's never a gimme. But yeah, McPherson off to the right. Packers definitely catch a break. Looked like he had the leg. It was just slightly off target. So still 27-18, but Packers ball. Yeah, I think he had the leg. It just was a little off to the right. All right, Packers will just kneel down. Love takes the 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11. They shouldn't have to. Oh, yeah, we will get bonus coverage. All right, so I'm going to... Well, actually, right now the Bucs are lining up for a 45-yard field goal. The kick is up and good, so the Bucs are up 30-19. Yeah, the Packers won't have to take another snap. This will be your final, 27-18. Looks like the Bucs up 11, under 2 minutes to go. That game should be done as well. All right, Packers back in the win column, 3-0 at home. They improved to 3-1-1. All right. Now, here we go. Let's close out red zone. Oh my gosh, what is with my tablet today? Please like and or subscribe before you head out. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Why can I not minimize this? There we go. All right, finally the Packers win. Thanks everybody for watching. Oh, we had a nice quick game too. Thanks for liking and subscribing and being a return viewer as well. We'll take a quick look at the box score. Flacco 29 of 45, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, only took 1 sack. And Brown had 9 carries for 42 yards. Jamar Chase had a huge day, 10 catches, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Tanner Hudson, 4 catches, 10 yards. The other touchdown, T. Higgins, second in catches and yardage, 5 for 62. Yeah, no fumbles, just the one pick by Love that stymied a drive, opening drive, could have had a field goal. 19 of 26, 259 yards, one TD, one pick, and took a sack. Tucker Kraft, 2 catches for 43 yards and the touchdown. Jacobs had a great day, especially in the second half. 18 carries, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 16 yards was one of the touchdowns. Oh, yeah, and I forgot Chase had the one touchdown, 19 yards. It was a 4th and 5 that he cashed in with a phenomenal catch, and they got the 2-point conversion to Chase Brown. All right, Matthew Golden, 3 catches, 86 yards. Jacobs, 5 for 57. Dobbs, 5 for 55. Kraft, 2 for 43 and a touchdown. Wicks, 2 for 15. Musgrave, 1 for 7. Wilson, 1, but for -4. That's going to do it. Hope to see you in about an hour. We'll get on around 7:15. It is now 6:19 for Lions at Chiefs. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon. Got plenty of football and hockey coming up over the next, really 8 or 9 days. Well, I guess 8, Monday to Monday for sure. All right, till next time, take care. Sinbin Stream, wishing you all well. Thank you all for your continued support. It means so much to me. Until then, take care. Sinbin Stream signing out and saying bye-bye.